Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. Now this is the hot topic in the game right now. Legacy weapons getting removed, all the other changes coming in with the different weapons and stuff. And I did do a video on this the other day, but since then the servers went offline for the PTS and then they've came back up again, and I wanted to do an overall video covering all of your guys' questions and basically the current updated status of all of the weapons changes that's coming into the game. As of right now, this is the last PTS update we will be getting before the update on December the 6th, so what is in there right now should be very similar, if not the same, as when the update comes out. There will no doubt be the odd couple of changes again, but realistically, as of right now, a lot of the stuff should stay pretty much the same. But I did promise to do an update video when the servers for the PTS did come back online. I have been at work and stuff, so it is slightly delayed, but here we are now. So I hope you all enjoy and find it helpful. If you do, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and let's dive straight into it. Alright guys, so if you've seen the previous video on the channel covering all the different changes coming into the game, basically there was a few different things available. So as of the update on Thursday night, legacy weapons were still holding their legacy effects, such as energy weapons were still having their explosive effects. Now, although they still had them shown, they weren't actually doing what was mentioned in the legendary effect. So for example, an energy explosive weapon such as a Gatling plasma was not firing explosive rounds, but it was shown as having that effect on the weapon. Also in that update, hacked weapons did come back into the game. This was causing a little bit of concerns, but as I said in the previous video, the servers did go down, and this was due to the fact that hacked weapons did get added back in accidentally in that update. Now with the PTS coming back on Friday night, 24 hours later, a lot of changes have also been made. So starting off, legacy weapons no longer have their legacy effect shown. They've completely been removed, just like the previous PTS update that came the week before, where basically your 3-star legendary weapon now is only a 2-star because it's lost that legacy effect. Now this has annoyed a few people. A lot of people were happy initially on Thursday night when they came back in and they still had the effect shown, even though they weren't doing anything. People could say that this was like a collector's item, and a lot of people had hoped that this means that there would be a fix further down the line, allowing them to actually start using their old legacy weapons again. But as of right now, this has changed again, so basically they're not showing this effect, and the effect's just basically being deleted off the weapon, making the weapon now pretty much useless to players. Yes, some will still be alright depending on the actual main effect, whether it's bloodied, anti-armor, whatever your build is, but overall it's not going to be as good as a solid 3-star. In this update as well, hacked weapons have been completely removed out of the game. So let's say someone had a handmade rifle with a beam splitter, that has now been taken off. So the players will still have the weapon, but the illegal mods, as they call them, have been removed from the weapons. Now a happy change that has came in when we first got the legacy update come in, where it removed all the legacies out the game and stuff. This kind of broke a lot of the named legendary weapons in the game, such as Foundation's Vengeance. They were still called that, but all of a sudden they did not have any legendary effects on them. In this new update for the PTS, all legendary effects on these named items have returned, and it has been fixed. One of the big changes that came in on Thursday night as well, which has carried over till Friday, is the fact that they've completely changed the system in terms of the explosive effect. So now the explosive effect only has an effect on weapons that fire bullets. No longer does it have an effect on weapons that fire energy ammo. So they're all the main talking points, guys, but a lot of you guys did have a lot of questions in the previous video referring to different weapons, asking me if ones were explosive, which ones weren't, which ones whatever. You had a lot of questions, so here's a little roundup of all the questions that you guys asked, answering them the best way I can. If you've got any more questions, get them in the comments down below. Starting off though, we're going to start with radium rifles. Radium rifles were originally a legacy weapon, where originally they got taken out in terms of their legendary explosive effect got removed, and they were in the category of these legacy weapons getting nerfed out of the game. Now they've been added back into the game. They've been changed, so now they are no longer energy weapons, and instead they are ballistic weapons. It kind of makes sense given the fact they shoot 45 ammo and not like fusion cells, so it kind of makes sense in that way. And I've got to be honest, guys, I tested one in the live stream on Friday night, and they're a lot of fun. But yeah, as a roundup, you can now pick these up from events, or you can roll them for an explosive effect on your radium rifles. Next on the list is all about the pepper shaker. So in the video I uploaded on Thursday night about the changes, the pepper shaker was still firing explosive rounds if you had the shotgun barrel attached. If you changed it to the fusion or the plasma, all of a sudden it lost its explosive effect. However, now in this new update, no matter what barrel you have on it, whether it's a shotgun, plasma or the fusion one, all of them have lost their explosive effect, and the weapon no longer shows the explosive effect either. For everyone asking about whether or not you can pick up explosive harpoon guns, sadly they are still out of the game and you cannot get them in this new version of the PDS. A few people were concerned about railway rifles. Don't be worried guys, railway rifles are completely untouched, they will still have their explosive effects. They seem to have a little play around with plasma, like enclave plasma flamers or just plasma flamers in general. I've tested my plasma flamer out and it works perfectly fine now. It's perfect, like does good damage and everything like that. It still does everything that it did before the update. Crusader pistols are also keeping their explosive effect, but only when you have on the normal rounds. If you switch that up to like the pepper shaker to fusion or plasma or whatever mods are available for it, all of a sudden if you change it to energy ammo it will lose that explosive effect, but if you keep it as a ballistic ammo it will keep the explosive effect. Hopefully I said that all right. There was also a few people very scared about the Gauss shotguns because Gauss shotguns are kind of an energy weapon, but they shoot ballistic ammo. Like it doesn't make full sense to me. Don't worry, like if you're confused, I'm also confused, but basically in short, Gauss shotguns are fine, they're untouched. This update will not be affecting them as of the moment. So overall guys, these are all of the changes that's meant to be coming in with this update. This is all going to be coming out in December the 6th with the Nuka World on Tour and Season 11 update. Now, all these changes could be subject to change. Bethesda have the right to do so. They can play with it, they can change things, they could break it all and bloody bring them back for all we know, but I highly doubt it. They would not go through all this effort to take them out of the game, and they've also said and stated officially in the Discord that they are changing it so energy weapons will not have an explosive effect. So in a review of all of this, basically I've just jotted down bullet points for this entire video. That might be why it sounded slightly scripted in areas, but I didn't want to forget anything. So my little review on it is, number one, the mini nuke spam still needs fixing. This is a thing where a few bloody lowlifes are threatening the community, where they're going, well, if you take out my legacy weapons, I'm going to ruin your events using mini nukes and whatever other explosives they want to just spam out the area with these things. That is an issue that does definitely need fixing in the game, and if you are one of these people, then nobody likes you. Now the big main issue with this, which has got a lot of people annoyed, is the fact that this is not a rebalance. This is not a fix, not properly. This is just literally, we can't fix it, so we're removing it. That's the type of thing that it is, and a lot of people are really annoyed at it and frustrated at the fact that this is basically how they've gone about it. We did get a message in the Discord a while back by one of the developers, I think it was, who basically said that they were working on a rebalance coming out either later this year or next year. Of course, this is now coming out this year with the December update, but this is not a rebalance at all, so a lot of people are a bit frustrated by that. I think either way it is still positive for the game. Yes, I would have loved a fix for the explosive energy weapons, but I still think this is positive and better for the game. There is a lot of people saying they will leave the game, but there is still also a lot of people saying, oh my god, this is fantastic, I'm coming back to Fallout 76. So overall for me, it's still a very positive thing coming into the game, and I'm really excited how this changes the future for the game and like overall perspective type of thing. Let me know what you think on all the changes down below, and if you've got any more questions, let me know in the comments as well. I'm sorry to kind of bleed this whole thing out dry type of thing. Like I've done this is the third video on it now, but basically we did the original one on the legacies getting removed, then we did a one on an update on what's happened, what's changed. That was Thursday night. Then they took the servers down and now the PDS is back live, and like I say, this is the final PDS update before the update comes out on December the 6th. So I wanted to do a roundup of everything and kind of get everyone's questions in a whole in case anyone's wondering what's going on and doesn't have the PDS to test things out for themselves. Anyways guys, that's it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching guys, bye bye.